This is Roy with Talk Soul Central RTV Style. And tonight, I got a show with one of my friends from the Miami Beach area. And she's going to teach us how to make some money. Well, not like that, but in another way. She is a branding expert. She's a marketing expert. She's a kind of life coach. She is energy in itself. She's a fireboat. And wow, she is awesome. And here she is. Here she is. Ariel Vibes. How's it going, Ariel? You doing all
Thank
right?
you so much for the warm introduction. I love your energy.
Man.
I love your fire. I love your passion. And that's why we connect and make things happen.
Yes,
Honored.
yes.
I'm truly
You
honored
are
to be here.
truly awesome, and I know you like nature, so I want to put this, but but then you're also all about brands, so I'm gonna put that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think I'll put the color you like the least. I know I'm gonna probably upset you, but here it goes.
Oh no, I don't like it. Not at all.
Yeah, right. Boo
Right?
red. No. So what you up to, man? What was your day like today?
So today, my day was all about creating content.
Yeah.
So my day is different every single day because
Awesome.
I work with different types of clientele. I work with different types of industries.
Yes.
There is not one solution
Yeah.
to solve, someone's problem. And I, like to be able to customize the work that I do for somebody.
Right.
So, for example, I could be using proprietary software that is an all-in-one, which I'm very, happy and connected with.
Right.
And but I also use other things as well. And it's about, dynamics. It's about being able to build your own digital footprint and share your values, your morals, your beliefs, your passion, your energy, your story, your why. It's so much bigger than me.
Yeah, and you know what? When we had our first meeting, man. It's like I don't know. You turned something on, man. You just and I started thinking, okay, and then I'm looking through your profile, and you look, because you're constantly giving tips. You're constantly giving tips, and you're there, and people, you yourself are your own brand. That's what I like about you, because you yourself are your own brand. You're your own. You're your own top model. And then we see you, right? We see you, and we go, okay, but this girl's got a brain. She's got stuff going on up here, guys. And if you pay attention, you know what? I'm gonna put this because this is a special show, guys, and this show comes with a warning. This show comes with a warning because some things might be said and stuff like that. So
yeah, there is no filter, guys. Okay, I'm definitely a red.
There's the warning, there's the warning right there. If you hang out with me for too long, I will brainwash you into believing in yourself and that you can do anything. There's the warning, guys.
Exactly. That's what Motivated Positive is. It's all about elevation. It's all about mindfulness. It's all about empowerment. It's all about recycling old beliefs that do not support you. It's about being able to reprogram yourself, to basically re-engage yourself, to be able to tap into your true potential.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. I mean, what a statement. I mean, that if anything is like a thesis statement into a doctoral, essay, thesis, that would be it. It's like.
Thank you.
Dude. But anyway, well, I'll stop the sharing here. All that. What color were we on? I think we were on this one. Yeah, but it's so true, and a lot of times, this is I know we were on Facebook and so all other areas of social media, all these other platforms before COVID. But I think when COVID started, I think people got more into it, or those that decided to create a new opportunity started using social media to another advantage. I was one of them. As you know, I'm a chess tutor, and my classes were face to face here in my area. And now I'm doing lessons in Dallas. I live in the South Padre Island area, Brownsville, Texas. So I'm doing lessons in Dallas. I just finished a lesson with a couple of kids. I mean, like maybe like 10 kids from the California area. I do lessons in Mexico City. I do lessons in Africa, in Uganda, and I do some lessons in Carta Blanca, right, across the ocean. And it's like it's weird because of the internet, because of what I've done in it, and I'm not really great at it, but I see what you're doing with this, and dude,
I don't want you to ever downgrade yourself.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing, man. I can't even say
I
something
won't
that.
allow for it.
Yeah, and that was very powerful when you make that statement, and it's true. It's
How I
true.
live my life. Our words create manifestations. Our words have energy.
Yes, and
We have to be mindful of what we're thinking, of what
yes,
we're, saying. It matters.
And let me put this picture down. I love putting pictures, man. In your case, man, every picture either has you or has powerful words. And this is whatever we think about expand. Whatever we think about expands, right? Positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes, and it's true. If you have a single, I mean, you go as far as carry a rubber band, and every time you say something negative, pull it, and kind of pinch yourself, that kind of deal. Because
conditioning. That's what that technique is.
Yes,
that's psychology 101.
Yeah, all negativity leads to bad results, and so with no negativity in your life, you're going to be very positive. You're going to create better. The outcome's going to be a whole lot better. And
also like to add that it's not about, we all have negativity in our lives,
right?
But it's our outlook about what we're going through, about our environment, about our circumstances, about where we're at. Because if we keep focusing on where we're at versus where we want to be,
right?
What do you think is going to happen? We're going to manifest something we don't want because that's where our focus is.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're so right. It's like we truly got to be grounded. And I know you're big on that. You're very much into nature. And I know we get the most ground when we're in tune with nature. We're in tune with, barefooted on the grass. I have a friend, and I think you do too. And you know what? This year I've learned this from dynamic, strong people, that hugging a tree, being in tune with nature gets you to that next level. Just health reasons. I mean, you've gone through some health issues. Tell us a little bit about your history. How you went from point A to point B, and how all of that got into play with getting into what you do now.
So it started out when I was 2 years old. My parents got me into gymnastics because I was extremely hyper. That led to me actually competing for years and years and years. The thing is, gymnastics wasn't my love. It was just what I knew. It was what I was good at.
Wow.
I, met Bella Caroli, Dominique Dawes, Shannon Miller, Dominique Luciano. It was incredible to be around that kind of talent.
Wow.
So, that's where my competitive nature comes from. I started running when I lived in Idaho. And I started training for marathons in the mountains.
Right.
Unfortunately, I trained too hard, and I was training in Florida for Disney.
Right.
I wanted to qualify for Boston, and I was training for 6-minute mile marathons. I broke my foot. I shattered it. It deteriorated, and I was diagnosed with RSD, which is a nerve and pain disorder.
Wow.
So for the next 8 years, well, it took me like 2 years to be able to walk again. I went through stem cell growth, PRP, to put the bones back in my foot. But that's literally what taught me the skills. That's how I was able to develop. I had this time on my hands where I couldn't exercise. I had to keep my mind occupied. Otherwise, I was going to go crazy. And the thing is, I had the opportunity. Either I could be suicidal and I could be a victim, or I could do something productive with myself and, better myself and grow. And I've always been a part of, been a firm believer in personal growth and development. And that's how, that's how it all started. Because if I did not have the right mindset, you have to understand that I live with a pain tolerance of an 8 to a 25.
Wow.
And that's on a daily basis. I had to learn how to desensitize my nerves, to desensitize my body. I've had to learn how to modify what I do. And it's a process. But at the same time, it taught me to, one, have gratitude. It taught me empowerment.
Right.
And it taught me mindfulness, because when we heal the mind, we heal the body.
Right. And the outcome is who you are today. I mean, yeah, you were competitive and you were competitive. I mean, you started and you didn't, it wasn't your cup of tea, but you did it because that's what you knew. But that's how you learn to compete, and now you're doing something that you love to do, and you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying life, and you're making good money at it.
I love to be
but you're happy, and that's the bottom line, is that you're happy.
To model new clothing and to be able to support entrepreneurs and help people be able to scale up their business. I spent years lost and blind doing it on my own. And I'm grateful that I did not give up, because I finally found what I was looking for. I finally got the answers. And the thing is, I actually had the answers 3 years ago. But I wasn't confident back then that I knew what I was talking about. And that's why it's really about mindfulness. It's really about belief. We have to align our belief with our desire in order to manifest it. If there's resistance there, then we're in our own way. And we can't be signaling two different things at once. It doesn't work like that. That's not alignment.
Right. Wow.
That was a mouthful.
It was a mouthful, but it's gold. It's gold, It's it's just gold, and it's like you gotta take it in. You gotta, it's like a fine dish, a fine wine. You just gotta take your time and savor the flavor and the whole thing of the idea. Wow. Man, what can I say? It's like, so tell me a little bit. Okay. I mean, you do a lot of different things, and let's tell me a little bit about maybe what a person should do, on Facebook, for instance, or on Instagram, or let's say, for instance, on Facebook, because there's all these medias, right? And
I'm gonna stop you right there. And the
reason
being, because I know where you're going with this, but I would follow a different approach.
All right,
tell me. Based on what you're selling.
Right. Okay.
That's how you figure out where you want to market and where it's going to market best.
Okay.
You want to spend your time on one platform,
which I have.
Totally, exactly. And you want to be able to support and engage other people because that's going to be able to attract other people to you as well. And this way you're going to be able to connect with people that are supportive, and that's how you grow. You grow together.
Right. And you know what? I mean, for years I was not in anything, and finally I got in and I got on Facebook. I think I when MySpace came out, I think I was in there. I didn't know what I was doing, but I finally got it a little bit together. As time went on, I got a little bit together on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, but I don't even use it all the time. I'm on LinkedIn, and I don't even go in there at all. I mean, I think I started going a little bit now, but I don't go in there, and it's like. And I hear people like yourself say this, and I mean, I really heard it from you. It's like, man, all of these, and then there's other TikTok, Twitter, and whatever else there is out there. Is like, dude, I can barely keep up with the notifications of one. It's like
exactly, and that's the thing. It's really time consuming. People don't really.
Right, and I think you hit a point as to who you want to reach. Who you want to reach, and like for instance, I use Facebook more because that's where my clients are parents, and so they're more on Facebook. They're older, that type of deal. But I always use hashtags. I always put my name in there. But
actually, Facebook. Is not Facebook doesn't really like hashtags very much.
Really?
It'll actually demote the algorithm. So granted, yes, I will have a hashtag every once in a while because I'll still do branding and SEO, and I know why I'm doing what I'm doing because I have a strategy behind it. But when it comes to Facebook and boosting your algorithm, Facebook actually doesn't like hashtags.
Wow. And sometimes I'll put like 10 of them, and I already have them, and I keep using them. And wow. Now, explain to us this rhythm. Explain to us what that means, because a lot of us, my age, and maybe some other folks, they don't understand what that means and how that works.
Let's take the Facebook platform. Okay, we're going to specifically talk about that platform today, and the way that you can accelerate and grow your brand and grow your business is make sure, guys, that you have a notebook with you. Make sure you have pen and paper. You're going to want to write this down. I'll wait a second.
There you go.
Cool.
Teachers, class in session.
Right? Okay, so when I was an influencer on Facebook, I left Facebook. I got tired of it. But when I was an influencer on Facebook, I used to connect with 100 people per day. I used to, and now I wouldn't use the number 100. I'd actually stick with like 90 because Facebook is very sensitive and you have to test the numbers. Everything is always changing. See, that's the thing with marketing is always A and B testing. Now, something that used to be, you could do, 90 interactions, it might not be the same. And I can't say that I'm on Facebook that much anymore to promote. So that's why I say be cautious about how much interaction, because you could actually get blocked from Facebook as well. But I'm going to give you some tips right now. So let's say you want to boost your algorithm and you're posting once a day on Facebook. Make sure that you're going to post at the same time every single day. Why? Because your audience is going to also take note of when you're online and they're going to be there. You set the tone for your audience. Wow. Make sure that you understand your market. Make sure that you're putting content out there that is, that adds value to your industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So you're saying and this is where a lot of times people say, okay, they'll share and reshare and reshare and reshare the same thing, and so on their feed it'll be the same thing over. And I'm the belief that you should only do it once, because then people come into your page and they're seeing the same thing and they're saying, boring. Okay, next, that type of deal.
My suggestion is to actually be promoting 3 positives. So let's say you're promoting a product, okay? With that product, or service, I'm also going to be, my brand is all about positivity, mindfulness, empowerment. So I do a lot of motivation. I do motivational quotes. I do motivational videos. It aligns with my brand. You need content that aligns with your brand, that adds value, that's attention grabbing.
Yeah. So like quick punches, like little short videos, that are, under 2 minutes or even under a minute, that kind of deal, where you just go in, boom, boom, and deliver your message, that kind of deal, versus maybe 10 minutes of a video, or even going live.
It's not about how long you're on live. It's about the value. People have the attention span.
Yeah.
So we need to be mindful of that. We need to use, colors. Colors have all different types of meanings. We need to be mindful of the colors that, we're using.
Makes sense. Yeah. Eye-catching, that type of deal.
Also, so for example, if I want 100 likes per day on a post, then I better be engaging with 100 people, not just liking, but commenting on their post.
Yeah.
It doesn't go one way. Right.
Yeah, you have to start a conversation with them, in a sense, or just make a comment. Yeah, and I do that. I tend to do that. Even in shows, people will make a comment on the show, and then I'll go back and like it, and make a comment or whatever. After the show, of course. But yeah, you're right, because people want a response back. They want feedback, and so yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
They want to know that you care.
Exactly. Yeah. Point again. That's it.
That builds trust. Because without trust and rapport, regardless of whether you have the solution for somebody, if people feel like you're a sales machine, guess what? They're going to dodge you like the plague.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they have to feel like you care about them, and that you're going to create a win-win situation for them, and then I guess the money at that point doesn't matter, because they trust you. They want whatever you're selling, or whatever product you sell. Whether it be chess lessons or whatever it may be. They're going to want to work with you. Abel has it going. Great guest. Thank you, Abel.
Thank
you. Abel's also into he's into stocks and bonds and stuff like that, and he's into being a entrepreneur and all that. So Abel's gonna pay attention here.
XRP is actually golden right now. So if anyone is into crypto, XRP, let's get it. Okay, let's look at those charts.
Wow. Hey, free tip there, Abel. Yeah, well, that's, things are changing. There's a lot of things coming up that, if we don't get on board, if we don't start learning what these things are, we're going to be behind the times really easy here. And so, the crypto is one of those things that is, crypto's been up for, 2 years, maybe 3, or maybe, I don't know, at least 2 years, I'm sure. But it's been really strong this year. I know we did a show about that. I had one of my friends, and and she was like 18, and man, she was super knowledgeable on the thing, and it's like, wow. Longer. Okay, Abel knows.
So I didn't really get into it until this year.
Wow. And I think, one of the things that I'm seeing here with you is, and I am very much into this. If you're gonna do anything, do it with passion. Do it with passion or not at all.
Exactly.
And you know,
Exactly.
I mean, that's key. That's key to anything you do, because if you don't give it 100%, it ain't. First of all, you're not going to be good at what you're doing. Your client is not going to see that you're 100% behind them, or behind whatever project you guys are working on, or whatever project you're selling, because there's no passion. Uh, there's no drive. It's just whatever happens, and whatever happens eventually loses clients, and you're going to be, oh, where are my clients? What's going on? Why are they going to somebody else? And I see that all the time. I have people that even have more credentials with me in my field, but the thing that they come to me is because I give them 100% passion, and I'm super dedicated, and I don't mind going in a little bit of extra time with the child on their lessons. I don't mind taking calls during the week because the kid has questions, and they know that. And they go to tournaments, and I'm there. It's like you understand tournaments. You used to go to all these tournaments, and think about it. Your coach that was coaching you during the week, and then he wouldn't show up at the tournaments. Well, guess what? You might be doing good, but you would do better if the coach was there, because you need those little, not only support, but pointers as to, hey, you could have done this way, you could have done this way, or this is the way you attack this particular style here, or that girl's going to do this, you need to do that. And, remember we were practicing this, do it now. Because
Exactly.
you get that 10, and so they're there to motivate you and just kind of guide you in the direction you need to go. And sometimes, yeah. You say, curious, what kind of business automation do you do?
I work with all different industries. So, for example, I work with dentists, I work with real estate agents, I work with chiropractors, I work with beauty influencers. I work with movie production companies, PR companies. It does not matter the industry. What I can help people do is be able to scale up their business online. And what I mean by business automation is sales, lead generation. So my background is in technology. I used to work for Japan. I sold on a national level.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the corporate strategic side of me comes in. So I do a lot of coaching. I do a lot of corporate trainings. I do different things. I also create websites. I create landing pages. I create blogs. I create content. I do all different things. That's why I said every day for me is different. Thank you.
Yeah, leads and lead generation. Yeah, and he's got a little firecracker. Yeah,
Thank you.
So much in common. All right, good. Yeah. Hey, Abel.
Love it.
Cool. But Abel, you need to raise your level of energy. Oh yeah, I automate and integrate on a rookie level.
Listen, I respect.
I'll take this one. I'll take this one.
Okay? I will never put somebody above or below me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it doesn't. To me, I won't look at you like you're a rookie. It's about you being able to have the ambition, have the drive. For me, when I see a client take action, it's a motivator for me to work with them even closer.
Yeah, because you are awesome.
Exactly.
Abel, you are awesome,
Exactly.
Abel. And you know what? I'm learning. I'm learning. Yes, because okay, so you're not like there, but the there that you are, that's awesome. Does that make sense? The there that you are, that's awesome, and it's gonna build. Because if you feel awesome about that little bit that you have, guess what? It's gonna generate, and it's gonna grow, and it's gonna expand, and it's gonna get huge, and then you're gonna be more awesome.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Don't go on awesome don't go on awesome light. Don't go on awesome fat free, man. Go awesome full pledge.
I'm gonna go awesome supersized. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it right
that
now?
awesomeness.
Okay, so let's talk about business automation in its entirety. Okay,
Cool.
What does that mean? It means being able to have Google. Not basically, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to be able to have Google credibility.
Yes.
Why do you want Google credibility? Because it's going to create visibility for you. It's going to boost your algorithm. You know, when you have Google credibility, it boosts your reputation. Many chat bots, script creations. Oh, okay. I know Zapier, actually. I know Zapier very well. Personally, I have created copy for bots. So I do understand. I've worked with artificial intelligence projects as well,
Wow.
which is really fun. But I do caution people, make sure that your software is accurate. All I gotta say about that. Okay, but going back to business automation.
Yes, business automation.
It's about being able to create a digital footprint for yourself so you can boost your algorithm online. So you can.
That's cool.
Whoa. Sorry about that. That was scary. Okay, I guess I was talking a little loud there.
No.
Anyway, so it's about being able to create a website, have landing pages, have a blog, have a newsletter, have email marketing with automation, have everything integrated, SEO, keywords, you name it, coding, to be able to have cookies, to be able to have pixels, to be able to have retargeting.
Yeah.
So many ways to do it with organic and, you know, with running ads and stuff like that.
Right. Well, let me ask you one quick question here.
Oh my goodness.
Let me ask you one quick question here. What is a landing page?
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll explain that. Sorry.
There you go. We'll have a commercial for Coca-Cola. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay, so a landing
page. Yes.
A landing page is basically a lead magnet. It's basically directing somebody to your website. Okay. It's basically giving them value, and you're asking for their email, you're asking for their subscription. And in return, you're giving them an ebook, you're giving them extra value, but you're also introducing them to your brand and your business and what you offer. So it's just basically, when you think about it in simplified terms, it's taglines, it's headlines, it's things that are going to, you know, catch your attention and attract.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So that's in other words, like when you hit something and all of a sudden a little page pops up that asks for your email and all that. That's what that landing page is. Okay, cool. I get it.
That's an opt-in page specifically. What you're asking about, what you're talking about, is an opt-in page with the landing page. It's connected. So, for example, a lot of people don't realize that there are funnels in marketing. There's a tech side to marketing that people don't understand. And it's what helps be able to, you know, guide traffic.
Well, Abel's saying if you've met with Metal Fret, is that what he's saying?
I have not worked with Meet Alfred before. That one's new to me, actually. I've worked with Zoom Info. I've worked with proprietary software, which honestly I'm really stuck on right now because it literally is an all-in-one. And it's so comprehensive. It's everything I need. It gives me blog inspiration. Like, so for example, let's say you want to do research, but you don't want to do the research. You can go on Bazumo. But with the proprietary software that I have everything all in one. So I don't have to go anywhere.
You take care of one stop shop place. Yeah. You know, and yeah, I mean, wow, it's so much. But you know what? It's doable. It's doable once you learn the steps, the keys to how to get to that point.
Exactly.
And I think what and now is this hard to learn? I mean, this. I mean, as far as time, is it something we can learn in about a week, a weekend, or is it something that it takes about a month to learn and really get into the idea of? Well, I mean,
This has been 8 years and counting for me.
yeah,
I'm able to now give somebody a crash course. I do personal coaching
right.
with people so that they can scale up faster. But it is like taking a college course with me.
Okay.
When I unload, and I add value. And the thing is, it's not only about learning, but it's about applying.
Yeah. And Abel says he's a self learner. He's.
I respect that so much because honestly, that's, the background that I come from too. I didn't have the help. I didn't have the support. I had to fail in order, to sail.
Yeah. Okay. Now Abel has another question here, and this is a question that a lot of us really have.
Right.
And I'll say this. I will say this without first throwing my 2 cents worth is here. I think you need to charge what you're worth, and you cannot be afraid to charge. Yeah, certain places you have to charge certain places, certain amount of money, and other places you can charge a whole lot. Now, for instance, I charge $40 an hour to do chess lessons. Before pandemic, I was already racing to $50 an hour. In McAllen, for instance, I would charge $60 up there. But it's because the economy is a lot better over there than here in Brownsville. But if I were doing lessons in New York, I would be charging $100, and I wouldn't be afraid to ask for that because I know I'm worth it. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you're worth the money that you're going to ask for. But with the pandemic, I kind of stepped down. But now I'm thinking of going back up again because we're over the pandemic, that kind of deal. And so and then I think there's got to be a right time to increase and that kind of deal. I don't know. That's my perspective as far as what to charge. Now, educate me, master.
So what I'm going to say about this is what I've learned is, one, you have to develop a base.
Yes.
You have to develop a reputation. You cannot start off the bat charging crazy numbers because honestly, you won't have any business, know, and with no business, that's no customers, you're not making money. So, if I was first starting out, what I would do is I would look at what other people are charging so that basically, what the market, is going for.
Yeah.
In your industry, per industry. Then when you get experience under your belt, then you can, start, raising your rates. Now, actually, for example, I don't work with a client. Minimal, I start with a $2,000 per month to train somebody. And the thing is, before that, I would take on a client and I would coach them, for $250.
Wow.
And for me, it's, I went through a growth and learning experience myself where it's not the fact, and I don't look at people as bottom feeders.
Right.
But we have to better understand our target.
Yeah.
And
not everybody's your client.
Value and raising my price. And it's about knowing my target. It's about knowing, what, the type of clientele that I choose to work with. Because, I know my value because I know my worth. Now, granted, sometimes I do, discounted rates if I have a single mother, or I do a pay per scale, because at the end of the day, I really do love helping people. Yes. And I love people, I love seeing people have results and being able to believe in themselves and just the joy, that's on their faces. To me, that is everything.
Yeah. No, I agree that's definitely a must. Let's see. Yeah, and Abel says, yeah, the hard part for me is learning how much to charge. He says, I think I'm going too cheap. Yes, yeah, you're giving it away for free, dude. Fail to order to sell. Fail in order to sell. I use that one going forward. Okay. And then he says he's talking about the Acres of Diamond. Are you familiar with that book, Acres of Diamond? Have you ever heard that
And now
book?
I have not read that one.
Wow. I need to check it out, Abel. Hey, Sharky's here. Sharky's my co-host, but on Thursdays he's off. But he's here. So, hey, Sharky, what's going on? Sharky's into another guy that's into stocks and bonds and doing all that thing. So he's
Hey,
gonna
Sharky,
really
what's going on? How are you? Thanks
he's
for
gonna really
being here.
get into all of this. Let me say hi to some people that are up there in the skybox. Hey, Marisa, all the way from California. How's your book doing? Gabriel, we still. You know what? I need to call you tonight, man. Let me put a note here that I need to call you so we can set up an art show, and because I know we said it and all that. Donnie, you're beautiful. Hey, yeah, we need it. Yeah, thanks for the call. We're gonna hook up on the show. Donnie is it's an artist. She sings. She's an actress. She does it all, man. So shout out to you guys.
Yes.
Sharky, my favorite online personality. He really is. He said that's a short book, Ray. It goes with what you said earlier. Okay, good. 20 pages. Oh, that's not bad. That's a quick read. Yeah. So yeah, that's so true. I think another thing that goes here, man, is like where is it? Hold on, let me go. He's here, and then we go here, and then I think you were saying something like about this, or this is something that I pulled this. Yeah, just be you. Be confident. Be successful. Be beautiful. Be intelligent. Be hardworking. Be carefree. Be modest. Be driven, and so on and so on and so on. Be you. And a lot of times people have a problem being themselves because they're too worried about what people will think about them. And when they're thinking about what people will think about them, that's what does not lead them to any type of success because they're not going to take chances. They're not going to take a risk. They're not going to jump in the pool and swim across and, that kind of deal. What do you think, Ariel?
We have two options. We can either live in lack and scarcity or we can live in abundance. Every day we have the choice.
Hey, Ariel is the bomb rate. Hey, you have a lot of guests. This is my favorite. Hey, you know it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're.
Come on, Ray.
Well, you know what? Let me show you some pictures, man. Because let me just show you a couple of pictures here. And I love to show pictures. And quite frankly, I'm kind of favorite to the black and whites. But you can see here. Let me change this over here to. Let me go solid. Let me go. Here we go. Boom. Let me throw this black in there. But we have that picture, beautiful black and white. Or I think it was color, but I switched it to a black and white because I liked it. And then look at that, man. That could be an album cover too. Some big. I had some photo licenses with that, and I moved things around and cropped it. I was a retired fashion photographer, but definitely, actually this is the one you sent me for the bio that you see in our page.
Thank you, Abel. That means so much to me. I honestly get tired of
and I like this one. What is it? Let people think what they're going to. I don't give a blank.
That's right.
I'm going to do me regardless.
Exactly.
I'm going to do me regardless. And that's true. That's true. If you can't, if you're thinking too much of what people are going to think about you, then, you're at their level. You're under their toes. That kind of deal. They kind of rule over you. And so, yeah. Okay, who else is coming in here? But yeah, Yeah, he said it's not the pictures. She's my favorite because of her thinking. Of course, yeah, but I want to give you some pictures too. You know,
No, but no, Abel's right. And the thing is, a lot of times people don't realize that people online are real people, guys.
Yes, and that's why.
It's not just about how we look though.
Yeah.
It's about, who we are as people on the inside. It's about how we treat people.
And you know, Ariel herself is the brand. Exactly. You know, like for me, my brand is a Royal Knight. You know, that's my brand. But you know, I'm thinking maybe the brand should be me. You know, because when you're there, you're anywhere you are. That's who you are. You know, you think of a brand, and you see it. I mean, people see you and they say, "Oh man, brand Ariel." You know, it's like they think of you. They already know. Well, I guess with me, they when they see me, they think chess. You know, but you to a grander scale, and that's and you're able to see, you know, that she's not just telling you. I mean, you know, here's real pictures of her, you know, in some pretty nice places. She's down, you know, she meditates. You know, meditation is something that I need to bring into my life because it just puts you in tune with your whole body, nature, and you know, relaxes your mind to where you're going to be more productive. How long have you been meditating?
I've been meditating since I couldn't walk, so 8 years. Wow. But I honestly, this year, I've just grown tremendously. I went to a Tony Robbins conference, Unleash the Power Within, and I walked over red hot coal with my nerve disorder, with my foot, which I was like, and it was right after I started walking again. And that really triggered me to think and act differently and just take better care of myself.
You say, Abel, he meditates, game over. Yeah. And Abel also says here, it's a battle. The people with her attitude are winning. We struggle, but we are winning. Yeah.
Our struggle is our gain, guys. Yeah. Our struggle is our gain.
And I think here, I like this picture. I think I didn't finish the cropping here and just send that into sharing. But I can see two hands and I see the whole city. And, you know, it's like, why not? Why not own a skyscraper? Why not own a park? Why not be at peace with what's around you and take ownership of it? You know,
exactly.
I don't know. I mean, no dream is big. It's big enough that you can't get to it. Am I right? Again, there's again, if you're gonna do something,
affirmations.
Yes. And this is my favorite picture.
Thank you.
It's just wow. Again, I cropped it. And
well, since you're doing all these selfies, there's a reason.
Yes, and that's why I wanted to get you because man, we look at your page. We look at your page, we look at your Instagram, and everything.
Now I like to like build other people up, but I did it for a reason. I didn't know what I was doing when I first started this. I got into business online, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I can sing to be able to attract more business." I got a video. I started doing things because I thought it would attract business. I had no idea that it would be popular, that that's how I would become the influencer that I am today.
Right.
So now, granted, yes, you know, I wanted the fame. Had some situations where I was stalked. So now to me, you know, for me, it's about quality of life. It's about peace. It's about sustainability, financial freedom, and just most importantly, fulfillment.
Yeah. You're so right. I mean, that's why we do what we do because we want to become, financially independent, but we also want to have freedom. We want to reach happiness. We want to reach different things. You know, we want to be able to decide. It's like when I used to tell my boy, you know, if you study hard and you go to college and you get your degree, and eventually at some point after that, you're going to make good money and you're going to choose the toys you want to play with. You're going to choose to, get a boat, whatever, and go enjoy it and actually have the time and have the money to be able to do that. Whereas others have to work for the rest of their lives. Even when they retired, sometimes you retire and you don't have enough money to sustain yourself. And that's
it's about thinking outside the box. It's about not being a sheep. It's about believing in yourselves, taking that leap, because we all, we can either feed into negativity or we can feed into our higher self. And our higher self always wants the best for us.
Wow. That is true. Wow. And you know what? You're saying our higher self always wants the best of us. So that's saying that we already have it inside of us.
We already have it. It's already there.
But it's
we have to activate it by our belief.
And we got to pull it out. We got to pull it out of ourselves so it comes to play,
Resilience.
Cool.
Resilience.
Abel just sent me the book link and all that. Thanks, Abel. I just saw that. So yeah, wow, man. So let me ask you. I wanted to share a couple of things here. Hold on, let me get to them. Something, and then we've heard this before. I want to stick this picture in here. We've heard this before, but tell us why a vision board is so important.
Vision board is so important because you need to be able to use all of your senses to be able to connect with your dream, to be able to manifest it, to be able to act off of inspired action.
Wow. Yeah. And it says, get your board, be specific about what you want. Use the five senses. Okay. The taste, sight, feeling, hearing, everything, use magazines and empowering collage, hey, you want to own an island, take pictures of the island you want to buy or islands you want to buy. I mean, this is the time to go crazy, and maybe you don't buy the island, but maybe you buy a smaller island or I don't know. But I think, it's so true because it allows us to go further beyond what we would normally get to. No?
So I was looking at what Abel was asking. Abel, I am mostly on LinkedIn.
Hold on, let me see. Abel says, hey, are you one of the 44K? Okay.
No, the thing is that, you know what, believe it or not, I actually, as much as I am on social media, I love to be private and I like to be very conservative, just because of being stalked and, just history and stuff like that. So when it comes to Instagram, I'm not very active with it. Now, yes, I will have some self-love posts and I'm doing more, with it. But Instagram is so superficial for me. So I personally, and I get hit on Instagram all the time. So I prefer to be on LinkedIn because I get more business that way. Yeah, it's more professional. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I went past this. Tell us about that. Well, the fitness. Tell us about that. You're a big guru in fitness and all that. So,
I wouldn't say I'm a guru in fitness. It's just,
that's what you do, or
I'm a very active person. Yes.
Activity every day.
3 hours at the gym. You can, go on a walk. Go on a 15-minute walk. Do exercises with your breathing, dance. It is incredibly empowering to be able to just dance and just vibe with your own energy.
Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. What is it? Abel dice, I don't IG at all.
Awesome.
And yeah.
I like that answer.
Yeah, cool. Let me hit the next one here. The rubber band technique. We've heard this before. People are thinking maybe you're crazy or whatever, but it works. And, I'm going to try it.
To lead a race, reject, replace. So, for example, I do not say the word try. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in I don't know, because those words stem from lack and scarcity. So every time I have a negative thought or a lacking thought, whoop, boom. Exactly. Yeah. And it just checks me.
Yeah.
And it just remain focused. That's
what Let go of the negative and replace it with something positive. That is so true, because then you'll stop all negativity in your life. And we don't need any negativity. We don't need no drama. We need to be very positive.
We can always recalibrate ourselves as well. So, for example, you know what? And I'm not saying don't feel what you feel, because it's really important to accept your feelings. And I'm not saying to allow yourself to live there. Okay, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying feel what you feel. Acknowledge it. Right. So that you can recalibrate yourself and be able to put yourself, in, a higher elevation.
Right. Abel says, I just did a life about thoughts yesterday. The seed we planted is what we grow. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Abraham Hicks talks about positive aspects. And so, for example, let's say we are in an incredibly bad mood. And I'm going to give you guys a really big example right now, because honestly, unless I told you, you would never know. I really don't feel well today.
Yeah, she did. She told me before. And it's like
exactly. But at the same time, I'm not going to focus on that. I can focus on something different. So if I take my energy off of that and focus on something different, I can redirect my thoughts. Now, let's say I'm mad, okay? And when you're really mad, your thoughts are racing and you're just going nuts, right? What about turning on the sink and listening to the water dripping?
Wow.
It's just being able to tune yourself to another level, to another vibration. And it's being able to separate yourself from the thought to be able to recalibrate.
Wow. Good insights. Yeah. I mean, even the fact that you can divert feeling bad, feeling sick, and turning the energy on. And
it's just, I think about you guys. I think about the value, and honestly, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
And for a minute, honestly, I did forget about the pain. I got excited.
Wow.
And that's what it is.
Well, let's see. I think I showed you this one, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I did. Talk the grounding, just barefoot walking with nature, the breathing exercise, tapping into your center of the water, you were talking about that. The next picture is one of these.
Modeling and brand deals. I do a lot of
branding, and that kind of deal. But she has fun as well. And
exactly.
Wow, what kind of motorcycle was that?
That was a Harley.
Wow, I'm not too much into it. I know Gabriel watching. He's gonna love this Harley, man, because it's awesome. Wow,
it was fun.
And you got a place for your water up there, and oh man, you customized it.
No, that's actually my that was my friend's bike. But but I did I used to go riding with him all the time. So
cool. All right. So let go of the thoughts that don't make you strong.
Exactly.
Anything that makes you weak, kick it out. You don't need it. You don't need that in your life.
There's a reason when we feel bad, that's our guidance system. Being like, hello, take care of me. That is what true self-care is not ignoring ourselves. Being able to truly care about ourselves.
Wow. Cool. And of course, this is your brand. You matter. And you matter. It's not I matter, but you matter. And it's like, wow, it's so true. And do something to contribute to your life. And I think a lot of people, and I think I've even been guilty of this, and to some extent, where we just stay stagnant at wherever we at, and we don't grow, we don't move, we don't evolve, we don't change the course of what's coming or what can be, what can come, you know. And so we stop contributing to our lives. We stop adding value to where we're at and all of that. What do you think about that?
I think it's about reconditioning our mind. And that's why mindfulness and empowerment, that's why it's so important.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen overnight. We make progress. We have setbacks. Life is real. Life is messy.
Right.
I am not perfect. I don't pretend to be perfect either. But throughout, what I've learned and throughout my growth process, I'm able to help other people heal, and I'm able to help other people deal with these things.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Wow. Believe it or not, Ariel, it's been an hour. You gave us a whole bunch of, you gave us pure gold, man. You gave us pure gold. I got to bring you back again and do a part 2, probably even a part 3. Maybe bring us some other people that, we can interact as far as that. Because, man, what you gave us tonight is gold. And I know people will see this video later on, and it'll be there for people to just learn a whole lot about you, and all of that. So, you know what? Let me put this banner again. If they want to get in touch with you, just simple. Just go. Just the hashtag alone will get them to you, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's that alone.
That's why I did it. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple, and
I gotta love IT. I really do.
Yeah.
IT makes everything so much more simple.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. I know Abel really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I've learned so much. And
I really appreciate you having me on your show. Thank you.
No. And hey, like I said, we need to do this again. Some probably in a month or less, and see what happens here. What else? Anybody else? Okay. Cool. So, man, any last words? Nothing.
None for me.
Well, great, man. Ariel, it's awesome. We will, man, I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
We're starting the music here. From Brownsville all the way to Miami. We send you hugs. We send you the best wishes. And we hope that you are awesome. I'm going to take you to the backstage. Bye, Ariel.
Bye, guys.
Guys, this is Royal with Talkshow Central RTV Style. And tonight we have the great pleasure of having Ariel here. Please look her up, man. You won't be wasting your time. You'll be gaining time. You'll be gaining knowledge, and it'll help you in your future. Guys, we will see you Sunday. Yeah, we will see you Sunday. It's going to be awesome. Adios, buenas noches, y hasta